So Faux Extras goes on the No Jumper podcast, okay? And he basically says that he can knock out a UFC fighter, okay? So him and Adam, 22, go back and forth, and they argue. Adam's argument is that he cannot beat up a UFC fighter. Faux Extra says that he can beat up a UFC fighter. Now, if you don't know who Faux Extra is a street dude from Los Angeles, California, okay? Now, Faux Extra runs a lot of fades, okay? He's a big dude. He's tall. Got a little bit of weight on him. Looks like he could be about 230, 225 maybe even 240, but I'm not so sure about the 240. I would say more close to 220, 230. And he basically says that he can put to sleep a UFC heavyweight, okay? He runs a lot of fades, man. He's in and out of jail, and he prides himself on running fades in the LA County Jail. That's mostly what he talks about. You know, I was with the enemy dorm. You know what I'm saying? I seen the enemies. I caught the fade with them. You know what I'm saying? I caught the fade. We went to the back, homie. We went to the back. We caught the fade, homie. You know what I'm saying, homie? We caught the fade, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not going to lie. I used to be just like Faux Extras. I was literally just like him. You know what I'm saying? I used to be Faux Extras, man. I used to be extra'd out. Especially with the fades, man, because I used to just run fades back to back to back to back to back. I was running fades, okay? Now, I used to be Faux Extra, you know what I'm saying? And what I got to say about the situation is he's right. Faux Extras is right, man. I got a cousin, you know what I'm saying, that allegedly put to sleep Dan Severn at Starlight. It's a restaurant in Flint, Michigan, okay? Dan Severn was in there drunk, running his mouth. My cousin swung on him, put him to sleep. My cousin was a street dude that ran a lot of fades, and he put the UFC fighter to sleep with one hit, okay? The whole hood talked about this for a long time, okay? This is back before social media, you know, probably would have been uploaded and all that, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, so I'm gonna have to say, man, it's difficult, you know, because I would say this: the best way for the street fighter to win is no gloves, okay? Because when you're fighting in the street, you learn to have you gotta be able to take a punch in the streets, because it's bare fist. You have to. If you cannot take a punch in the streets, your fights are going to be quick. You're going to get put to sleep. You're going to get beat up quick because you can't take a punch. When fighters wear gloves, that helps them take a punch. You know what I'm saying? That literally helps them take a punch. Like literally. They literally will get hit and it won't hurt as bad because they got this padding and glove on. You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking bare bone to chin, bone to head. You know what I'm saying? So for Faux Extra to run these fades with these UFC fighters, supposedly he was telling Adam, set it up 100,000, he'll run a fade with a UFC fighter. He needs to do it no gloves, bare knuckle. Okay, that's the best chance Faux Extra is gonna have with running fades with these dudes is bare fist. Now, what was I gonna say? So bare fist. Obviously the UFC fighters are probably gonna want to do gloves, you know, that's going to help them out. And then he probably should just stick to hands. Bare knuckle, square up, let's throw hands. Like, that's his best bet. If it's any wrestling or grappling, he's going to lose fast. I'm sorry. When it comes to like grappling and wrestling, and it's unmatched compared to someone that doesn't wrestle or grapple. It's not gonna, you know. And the best bet is for like a UFC fighter in the streets. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna fight a UFC fighter in the streets as a street dude, your best bet is just to bomb on him straight up. Soon as he gets in arm's length, bomb on him. You know, because fighters, they gotta prepare for the fight. You know, when they're in the ring, that mentality when they're in the ring and they're across from their opponent and they're jumping around, you know, they're getting ready to fight and they're like, you know, getting ready with their gloves, you know, they're getting ready. And then they hear that bell, ding, 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 you know, then they moving around. You know what I'm saying? The best thing for a street dude to do is do it streetwise. As soon as you see homie, bomb on him. Boop, 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 boop. Don't give him no time. When he's falling back, you just keep bombing on him. Boop, 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 boop. Don't give him no, just straight attacking. That's the only way. Because if you get the line up in front of him and square up and do it fair, that gives a way higher advantage to the UFC fighter or trained fighter, we'll say. I want to know what you guys think, the fans. Let me know who you got your money on. You betting on Faux Extra? Or are you betting on the UFC fighter? And also, I'll get in there. You know what I'm saying? I'll get on the undercard. Find me a UFC fighter. We can get it cracking, you know. But I wrestled and I boxed. So we can get it cracking on that UFC tip, MMA. I'll get in there, wrestle, and throw hands. But I need 100,000 too. So that's it. We got it. Faux Extra, Young Dom. The two street squabble dudes. Let's get it. Let's get it in there. 100,000 each. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it cracking. Faux Extra. Let's do it. Let's show these dudes how to really squabble. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, that's what I gotta say, and that's it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's Young Dom, and I'm out.